So in this episode, we're going to be talking all about the new Super Smash Bros. Trailer that dropped very recently for the Nintendo Switch. So we're super excited about that. We're going to be making 2 new cocktails based on Super Smash Bros. Characters, and that's coming up in 4 seconds. Clink.
3, 2, 1, Miller!
Perfect. Welcome back, guys. Tom here from the Geeky Drinkers, and I have a special co-host today, my great buddy Colin.
Hi guys, how's it going?
And so today's episode, we're going to be talking about the new Super Smash Bros. Trailer that just dropped for the Nintendo Switch.
Indeed.
It's going to be awesome. It looks fantastic. It looks really, really cool.
Made me want to go paintballing.
And gaming. Made me want to get all my games all out.
Yeah.
So I know I'm super stoked for it. While you're here, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below to never miss an episode. Also hit that little bell. You probably hear the little ding. Yeah, there it is. It's pretty nice. So be sure to do that. Let's get right into the drinks, and we're going to do rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first.
All right, you're going down.
Okay, so we're going to do like 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Okay.
All right? 1, 2, 3, shoot. You got to do 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Okay, you want to start right over?
Well, yeah, sure.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, yes.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, I won.
Unbelievable.
Paper covers rock. Unless you're Chuck Norris, and then he uses scissors and cuts.
Yeah, no best out of 3 rules there.
No, not on the show, man. It's first come, first serve.
All right, man. It's your show.
So, my drink today is one that I made around my favorite character in Super Smash Bros. One of my main characters, Kirby. So my drink is called the Pink Puffball.
I thought it was Jigglypuff.
Which would actually be pretty hilarious. Jiggly, if you use Jigglypuff well, she can be a tank.
Yeah, it's pretty devastating with that pound. Now well, is Jigglypuff a he or a she? The first debate of the show.
I always think of her as a she, just probably because she's pink, or they're pink.
Tommy, it's 2018.
But new Pokemon games have genders.
Right. Oh
so,
God. Yeah, I was pre-gender Pokemon. Right here.
Yeah, well, same.
Yeah.
And speaking of Pokemon, if you take a look up in the card right here, you'll take a look at our last episode all about Pokemon Go. So be sure to take a look at that. It was awesome. But for my drink today, the Pink Puffball, I'm going to be using corn syrup to rim my glass. Have you ever used corn syrup before to rim a glass?
No.
So the reason that I really like it is because like
it's a sweet tooth.
Well, I have a sweet tooth, but it's also nice and sticky. So it makes the sugar and everything like that.
Yeah, I think the only glasses I've ever rimmed is Caesar glass.
Yeah. But like, look at that. Look how nice that is.
It's like rock candy.
Oh yeah, it's delicious, man.
You like the sweet? See, I'm more of a savory guy, so you're gonna see that in my drink. It's more citrusy and yeah.
It'll be fun.
Put hair on your chest and pink on your puffball.
Absolutely. So after I've got my glass rimmed with pink sugar, I have 1.5 ounce of one of my favorite vodkas. It's Dixon's Distilled Spirits Silver Creek Vodka.
I've never had that.
Oh my god, you gotta try some. I'll let you sip some. It's so smooth, man.
Oh jeez, let's get her started.
Dude, I love it. It's amazing. I went for a distillery tour over back in December, and I got a distillery tour of Dixon's in Guelph. Actually, if you take a look up in the card there, I'll make sure to link up to it as well. But they had like a bar where they had all their different or they had their vodka. They have like oat shine, which is like moonshine basically. Yeah. They had like their citrus gin. They have these gin infusions, and they're fantastic.
Same with like those.
Yeah, they also have awesome stuff for Caesars as well. I'll get up after the show.
Yeah, gin and Caesars are actually really good too. So maybe you're onto something.
Yeah, dude, they're fantastic. All right, just give that a sip.
Let's get smashed, bro.
Oh, I see what he did there. I love it. It's
ooh, that's smooth.
Yeah, smooth, eh? Like there's no
burn.
Yeah, it's not the ugh.
Well, there it is.
Right on the back.
A slow burn.
It's great though.
That's beautiful.
Dude, I love it.
Nice.
I love it.
So that's ingredient number.
That's ingredient number 1 technically. Ingredient number 2 is half an ounce of triple sec.
Triple sec.
I love triple sec. I've just recently started using it, but...
Do you like double sec?
I have never had double sec before.
Does it exist?
But I love sec.
Ooh.
Ooh. It's great. And then after the triple sec, I've got my peach schnapps. So I have half an ounce of peach schnapps.
I can see the Kirby starting to come in here.
Well, yeah, and so I was trying to think of how I could make it like more pink, but not compromise flavor or anything like that.
Yeah. Well, at least peach kind of makes you think of like bright colors, and that makes me think of Kirby.
Or Peach the character.
True.
There you go.
True.
So that's half an ounce of peach schnapps. And then I've got coconut syrup. So I'm just going to be putting a 1/4 ounce in, just a little bit, just to give it that little bit of coconut flavor.
Kirby's kind of nutty.
Oh, he can be. Definitely can be. So right in there.
What is Kirby? An alien?
Kirby is... I don't actually know what species he is.
Is he an idea?
I would say he's definitely... no one knows.
Yeah, he's just an embodiment of childhood.
Of everything.
What are you?
Because you can literally be anything you want. And he can. It's all about the Kirby hats, man.
Yeah.
What was your favorite... So, you played Kirby growing up.
Yeah, actually, one of my first Kirby experiences was Dreamland on my Game Boy.
Yep.
And I would just beat that game. It's one of the first games I remember just, speed running.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't know what speed running was or what I was doing, but I'm like, I can beat this game faster. And, yeah, that music of that game...
Ingrained in your head.
Green Gables and everything, yeah.
Yeah.
Nintendo, one thing they've always been good at is capturing. Yeah, I don't have to tell you.
Capturing the emotion. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, and music does that perfectly. I've never been disappointed by a Nintendo game's music.
Oh no! And one thing that the Smash Bros. Games have really celebrated, I think, even in the most recent editions, is music, because you can unlock CDs as you're playing single player and even multiplayer modes.
Absolutely, and that's one thing that I find I really love, because one of the first things that I look for when a game is either being released as pre-order is to see if it comes with a soundtrack, because I prefer it with a soundtrack.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, I guess if you get the collector's edition or the more deluxe.
Yeah, I'm a collector, so yeah, I usually get the special editions, or I try and find it afterwards and everything like that. But yeah, man, if you look at my music, probably at least half of it's all video game music, just instrumental.
Yeah, and I think one of my favorite, I think it was Smash Bros. Melee, where the Dreamland course was a fountain in the background.
Yeah.
And that music on loop where it just builds. Oh yeah, that was a good one.
It was awesome.
Totally epic. So sorry, back to
no, that's okay.
This is the pink.
So this is where the pink comes from. So it's just gonna be topped up with cream soda, pink cream soda, because there is also clear cream soda.
Oh man, we just need red little feet, and that would look exactly like Kirby.
Get a little. Oh, I should have got. I should have garnished it with two maraschino cherries.
Yeah, upside down Kirby.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah, Kirby fall down.
And cotton candy, because he's a puffball.
Cotton candy in a drink?
Yeah, man.
That's outrageous.
So you've never seen cotton candy go into a drink before?
I assume it's just gonna dissolve.
Yeah, it's just yeah.
I'll take some.
Get your own. So just like Kirby, sucks it right up.
Now you gotta inhale that.
I might be a little tipsy after that.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, look at it. Look at the fizz.
So how did you think of the name for this?
Well, it was pretty hard.
I don't know how you did it.
It took days. It took days, and then I was just like,
yeah, he's just racking his brain in here.
He's a puff. He's a pink puffball. All right. So that is my drink, the pink puffball, inspired by my main Kirby. There you go. And I don't know if you guys can see, but I've also got it in my Lon Lon Ranch glass etch tumbler.
I saw.
Which I love. Oh man, dude, it's one of my favorite glasses. I love it.
That's awesome.
So you lost rock, paper, scissors, but what are you making? Because I'm excited to see what you make.
Well, I'm going to make a retro gamer, which is kind of a play on a whiskey sour, kind of old-fashioned. So
Classic.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I'm a classic guy. But Yeah, I guess now that I'm 30, when I sit down to play a game, I usually pour like a little scotch or something and kind of chill.
Yeah, but, absolutely.
Yeah, I guess we'll start in order here. So, for a little bit of sweetness, take a little bit of sugar, just enough to cover the bottom if you spread it out like that.
Yeah, perfect.
You don't want to be too sweet, right?
I like it on the sweeter side.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's shocking.
Thus, yeah.
I never would have guessed. All right, so we'll do some Alpen bitter.
Alpen bitter.
Alpen bitter.
Now I have some of that, but I've actually never dabbled into it yet.
Yeah. So the trick to this, you just cover because you only want a little dash because it's
smart.
What it says, it's bitter.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get that kind of like orange rindy kind of bitterness.
Oh, is that what it tastes like? Can I smell it?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
I think you'll get a sense of it just from
the smell.
So okay, this is lime cordial, which is like a little kind of sparkly bar lime.
Kind of, yeah.
A little bit more sour to it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not carbonated, but it's got like a little bit of like.
Yeah, it's kind of like a syrup almost.
Yeah.
Like it's a little. Yeah, I guess it's about the same, like almost the same consistency as syrup. Like it's a little bit thicker than a syrup.
Yeah, if you could see that.
But.
And then Crown Royal, which when I was a young gamer, this is what I used to drink all the time.
Classic Crown Royal.
This is just classic, everyday.
Nice.
Beautiful Crown Royal.
And how much of that?
This is 2 ounces.
2 ounces. So top or right up, that's 2 ounces exactly.
Oh. Of course, this is Geeky drinkers, right?
Absolutely.
Whoops. Oh, jeez, sir.
Spill of the episode right there.
Does that usually?
Normally there's at least 1 or 2 spills. But that's okay.
It's my first time. And
it's your first day on the job. It's okay.
And then we'll garnish with a little bit of lime peel if I can peel this and not embarrass myself.
Or chop your finger off.
Yeah, one or the other. I got an old dirty lime here, so I don't think it's ideal.
So, do you recommend like using? Because right now you're using like a potato peeler.
I normally have one of like the blade styles, but get a little piece around here and then give it a twist because that'll just release some of the citrusy flavor.
Have you ever like shaved it, like almost with like
a knife?
No. Like so you know like a cheese grater. You know how if you have like the 4-sided cheese grater, there's one that's like they just like stick out and they're like stabby things.
Yeah, that's usually what I do. Like if I'm baking with zest or something.
Yeah, like zesting it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
And I'll give her a stir with.
Delish. So since I have mine rimmed, you'll probably want to like clink right there.
Clink low.
Cheers, man.
Yeah, so.
That's yummy.
That's beautiful. So yeah, like a whiskey sour without that like really, really sour in your face.
So give that a try.
And we try?
Yeah, man.
I'll have to brush my teeth tonight.
That's nice. That's good, man.
Ooh, that's sweet.
Yeah, I love sweet stuff.
You wouldn't even tell you're drinking if you're drinking that.
Well, that's the point. So we saw the trailer for it, and it looks real like it's just a teaser trailer. So
yeah, it's Splatoon heavy trailer.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
Which is cool. You know they're going to be in it, so we got some newcomers introduced right away.
But the interesting part on it though is like I love what they did with the fire logo, where like the entire logo's on fire.
That's one thing I was thinking of is like the logo for Smash Bros. It's so basic. It's a circle with a thin line and a thick line through it. And it's so powerful,
dude. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's what makes a good like icon.
Well, isn't it the base of like every amiibo too?
Like
all the Smash Bros ones.
Yeah, those ones there. Yeah.
Yeah. So basic, but that's Smash Bros right there.
Well, and the cool thing about it too is that like it's easy to recognize, it's easy to replicate. So if you're just like. Remember how you like drew like logos and stuff like that in your binder and stuff like that growing up, and yeah, like it's easy to recognize. You're like, yep, Smash Brothers. It's just like the Super Mario mushroom where you're like, yep, Super Mario.
Yeah.
You know it's instant recognition.
Nintendo knows icons.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. They've been doing it for decades.
And the one cool thing about Smash Bros is every character has its own recognizable icon, and it's always like a basic geometric shape that you can recognize
Triangles.
so easily.
3 triangles in a row.
Who's that?
Exactly.
Round circle, smaller circle, even tinier circle, line.
Yep. Pokeball. Like it's, you know, they're easy, powerful logos that just like instantly recognize.
And they just spawn so many memories in your head from the game they came from and Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna mix this drink, and actually, I have a surprise I wanted to throw at you. Actually, maybe before I even finish this drink, because I was preparing for the show and I was reading some of the announcement articles. The character that I'm most excited that might be in Smash Bros. Switch.
Yep. Is who? I actually, you know what? Isn't there a petition that's going on to like have Goku?
Okay, so Funimation is pushing for this. They tweeted.
Really? So Funimation like came to Nintendo.
Funimation, who's behind Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball.
Like
they're
half
pushing.
my life.
They mine too, brother.
Yeah.
But they tweeted something, and you guys can go check this out. Maybe can we link stuff?
Yeah,
like
we'll
that?
we'll put
Is that possible?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. We'll put information in the description down below with the articles and stuff like that, or even if the tweet I can find it. Absolutely.
Yeah, so they basically tweeted a new challenger approaching with the profile of Goku silhouetted, very convincing, and they said, "Hey Nintendo, when you putting our boy Goku in the game?"
Dude, I would love that.
And you know,
Could you imagine that though?
Man, I could just imagine chasing that Super Ball around to go Super Saiyan and just. Because to me, Super Sonic is just Super Saiyan Sonic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, who fell for that? But so I was reading that and I thought, oh man, I gotta surprise Tommy with that.
That would be pretty badass. I would love that.
And you know, they've got what's the game? I forget the name of the game they have, but they've come out with a Dragon Ball Xenoverse too.
Yeah, Xenoverse 2,
is on the Switch or Wii U. So, you know, Goku showed up.
Oh, but at the same time, I feel like they would have to dwarf him. They would have that would be my only thing, and I would be trust me, Nintendo. I'm okay.
Goku's like a god now.
Well, yeah, exactly.
You can't put a god up against a plumber. Although the plumber took on Master Hand, which is us.
That's and Crazy Hand. The like.
Oh yeah,
the crazy side.
What was that movie from the 90s? Idle Hands, where the hand goes all crazy. It's Cousin It or Cousin Thing.
Yeah, Thing.
Or Thing.
Thing. Yeah, just Thing.
I knew I'd get there.
That would be that would be badass. But yeah, they would have to dwarf him a lot, or bump everybody up, or give like Kirby God mode.
Yeah.
Dude,
Kirby wouldn't stay in here. You were just thinking that.
Could you imagine that? That would be that. Oh, yeah. Actually, you know what? That's one thing that
make the game right there.
That's one thing that I never actually used a whole lot was the like stealing powers.
With Kirby?
Yeah, almost never.
Oh man, like with Kirby, whenever someone would pick a character worth stealing, I would be Kirby or Snake, because Kirby with bandana and eye patch.
Absolutely, it's badass. Yeah. The only time that I would use the sucking them in and stealing the powers was more of an annoyance. So like if they were coming at me with attack, I'd like dodge, go around, and then like suck them in behind.
Yeah. Well,
because it was more of an annoyance, and it was more of a like, ha ha, gotcha.
Yeah, but it's good, you know, Mario, Fox, you get these like range
just get the
pecking ability.
That's true, yeah. The Fox's
they're good for holding people back, because Kirby's got a lot of moves that if you put people in the right position, you can punish, right? Up B, down B.
Yep. Absolutely.
Over B. That's basically everybody's game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So
the rest of the trailer. So obviously, like, it's Splatoon heavy. One interesting part though is they said like a brand new like Smash Brothers game is coming. So they're basically, I'm curious to see if
they're mixing up the engine or what?
Yeah, like if they just like completely redesign the engine, if they completely redesign like character development and everything.
Mix up the mechanic of clearing people off the screen. I know that's basically what it is, and they could keep that in there. But I don't know. I'd like seeing maybe like a stamina based mode. I know they've played with that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Maybe some more interesting team-based modes.
Mm-hmm.
Some capture the flag or things like that.
That'd actually be pretty fun.
Yeah, and that would, I think that would push them to create some interesting maps.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe like collect and store.
Well,
like a squirrel keeping their nuts in a burrow. That'd be fun.
Yeah, okay.
You could see how superpowers would really mix that up.
That would actually be pretty interesting. I'd really like that.
Yeah, because I think it's been pretty much smack each other and launch each other off the screen.
Which I'm good with.
Yeah, totally. But
shoot a comment down below. Let us know.
I'd love to know.
Let us know what you want to see in the new Super Smash Brothers game, and hopefully it comes to fruition, and hopefully it comes true. So that would be cool. One thing that we want to do as well, was there anything else that you want to do in the trailer? Because there's not a ton of information.
No, the trailer, like the only newcomers we really get a good look at is Mario, of course. We see that Link is
from Breath of the Wild. Yeah. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to see if they increase the costume area as well.
I would like to see that more than just palette swaps. I'd like to see a large variety of different. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, I always thought like the Pikachu always gets a different hat. It would have been cool to see to mix that up a bit. I don't know if they did in Wii U or anything like that.
No, I think they just kept it. I think
the palette swaps?
Because actually, you know what? They could do like shiny versions of the Pokemon or like the Aeolian version.
Yeah.
So where they're like completely different colors.
How would you feel if they did like a DLC kind of for different skins? Would you rather do like unlocked through skill?
Absolutely.
Always.
Yeah, absolutely. I would definitely rather have that.
Same. It'd be cool to see like a reward system. 'Cause people love skins.
Yeah, and you know what? Like I'd like to see them do more with the trophies, because like other than like looking at them, there's not really any like super value to it.
Yeah, it's more of a collectible thing.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'd like to see like, oh, you got like 200 trophies, you get to unlock this.
That'd be cool if there was unlockable costume features you could add. So if you're unlocking
like different like shields and stuff like that. Oh, that'd be really cool.
Like, you beat this boss, you get the mirror shield on Link. That'd be kind of fun.
That'd be really, really neat.
Even if it was just cosmetic. I know Nintendo's gone crazy and like changed stats and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I found a little confusing about like when you had the amiibos, because like I used it. Maybe I just didn't use it enough.
That was the Wii U had the amiibos where you
could
store
basically
your stats and
exactly
stuff like that.
So like if you want to if I brought my Kirby amiibo over to your place, I could just like pop, and all my like customization of Kirby would be right there.
Yeah, and that's cool. I mean,
I'm cool with that.
You got a toy, you're traveling around, it's interacting with your game. That's awesome. Nintendo, I mean,
dude, the amiibos, like, yes, they're money grab, absolutely, but they're awesome.
You get something to show for it. I mean, your collection's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how well you can see.
Yeah, you can't see it at all, but I'll put a little video just of the amiibos that I have up there. I have most of mine though are all I have every Legend of Zelda one that have came out just because I want them, and I've got like a whole bunch of Smash Brothers ones and like the Bayonetta ones and like Mario and just like all different kinds. You have the Pikachu and the Charizard.
Yeah, I got a couple Pokemon from. I got a birthday cake that was a Pokeball after Pokemon Go came out.
Nice.
And I cut into it and I almost cut Pikachu in half.
Nice.
Yeah.
So they were like baked right in, eh?
Yeah, Pikachu was in there. And Charizard, I don't know, I just kind of showed up one day.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Random amiibos, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
What would you want to see? What's one character you would want to see in Smash Brothers that's not already announced or in it?
Oh man, what Nintendo games? I don't know. Like if sky's the limit and you can pick like any character.
Yeah, anybody.
Do you know? While I think about it.
Who I would want to see?
Like Goku, I feel like my dream's already coming true.
Well, hopefully. I don't know. That's. I would say I would want to have.
My real dream is for them to take the Super Smash Bros. Engine and just make a Pokemon game. Every single Pokemon Smash Bros. Engine.
That would be cool. That'd be a lot though. That'd be a lot of work.
Well, for me, I only want the first 150.
The first 150, yeah.
Yeah. So
I'd go like
Nintendo.
Like my like I was Gen 1, Gen 2, a little bit of Gen 3. So like for me, like I know like the first like 250.
Yeah, I knew up Gold and Silver. I knew some of them.
Yeah, and then like after that, I
Zigzagoon, I think was the only.
and like you play Pokemon Go as well, right?
Yeah, but never when after they added all the new ones.
Oh, you haven't played it in a while,
No.
right? It's still pretty fun. Like they've actually added like a lot of new mechanics and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that's.
I wonder what Pokemon Go elements they'll sneak into Switch. Like I think they'll probably have a couple nods to it. Maybe the
like the gyms and stuff like that.
Yeah.
See, the interesting part about that though is that Pokemon Go is just licensed from Nintendo, developed by Niantic. Like Nintendo, like it is not like 100% hands off, but it's all in Niantic's court for sure. But
I'm sure they can borrow little things just to.
Absolutely.
Niantic's only going to get publicity out of it.
Well,
right?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it'd be crazy just if they had like an actual real life park with a Pokemon stop.
That'd be.
And you're playing in this like photorealistic map, but with Nintendo characters.
That'd be, or even like a virtual reality one like that. That would be pretty cool.
We'll get
like
there.
I know like
VR Smash Bros.
Dude, that'd be crazy.
We could be in that original commercial tripping each other.
Bam!
That would be full circle right there.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, when all the mascots were running down and just started beating the crap out of each other.
They're like skipping along, and then do you remember who? Like, there's somebody who just like trips the other person first.
Yeah, it's Mario, Yoshi. Yeah, and then the foot comes out. Donkey Kong's there. I think there's like go-karts at one point. But I remember seeing that and being like, they're all together.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I remember my mind, I was just like,
yeah.
Oh my god, like
It just changed the game. And
oh yeah.
I don't think even people that aren't really gamers or never really grew up playing games have a spot in their heart for Smash Bros. Because I feel like it was a party game. If you went to someone's house, they would have Smash Bros on their system and everyone could pick up and at least recognize a character. It's Mario.
Yeah.
In it.
If you don't know who Mario is, just a heads up, he's pretty popular.
Yeah, spoiler alert, he's in Super Smash Bros.
He's in Super Smash Bros. Well, and okay, so we'll start kind of like with like original Super Smash Bros. And then we'll kind of work our way forward and talk about like what our favorite moments of.
Yeah, we'll definitely front load it because.
Oh yeah,
we spent more time on the earlier versions than I think.
Oh, totally.
At least
no.
For myself.
Yeah, no, straight up, same.
So Smash Bros. 64, man.
Absolutely, the original
started
one.
It all. It's got a place in my heart forever.
It always will.
It's funny because we played that game. I used to go to tournaments and put it on in Stratford with all my buddies and we would play and they put it up on the big screen and everyone would like get so hyped to see who would win. And then other games came out. I became more of like a mature gamer, more of I thought like a FPS shooter gamer, more into that kind of stuff. But Smash Bros. 64 came up again in college when I was living with my buddy Matt Dowdy.
Yep.
And we had an N64 and we would always hook it up and pre-drinks would just be getting smashed and playing Super Smash Bros.
Getting smashed and smash. Who is your favorite character playing in the original Super Smash Bros?
Link.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a heavy hitter. I was big into Ocarina of Time at the time.
Absolutely.
at the time. That date.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just, I don't know. I liked him. I liked the sword and shield. He came. He brought all the tools to battle. Yeah, and he just kind of spoke to me. Is
there anything that you didn't like about him?
He's heavy. He falls fast. And if you don't, yeah, he can get lobbed off the map pretty easily.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But I do like when he's coming back to fight his way on. He's coming back with that Master Sword spinning. You better look out.
Yeah.
And later, we'll talk about that when we get there. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But the hook shot became more of like a tool to get.
That definitely became a lot more prominent in later games for sure.
Yeah, I think so. When they added more like mechanics that way.
Yeah.
What about you? Who did you main?
My main has basically always been Kirby.
Yeah, dedicated Puffball fan.
Just own with Kirby. Yeah. Like, bring it on.
What do you think it is about Kirby? Like, is it getting back on the map or
speed? Getting back on the map.
He's annoying.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was the thing that always pissed people off when I would play with them because, like, I'd be at like 326%, and I'd be like, so you know how like you can kind of tell like how far you go out and like how it zooms out, like whereabouts you are on the outside before you like. Yeah, go out.
And then you just see Kirby bouncing back in.
Because, like, I would do, like, one, and then I would just, like, super fall, and then, like, do another. Yeah. And then just do, like, my up B, and just...
Yeah.
Just
you
get
come down with the cutter. That was good. That's another way to get back up on the map and be aggressive and push people back.
And then so that and speed, big time, because Kirby was one of the fastest people. Yeah. And like just like his smash attacks, like his over A, just done.
Yeah, you know what I remember being lethal as Kirby was that drill kick. Just forward.
Yeah, the down A.
Yeah. And when he would starfish and do that cartwheel.
Well,
very Kirby-ish, like very Kirby.
Oh,
boost.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and yeah, almost kind of Liu Kang-y. Bring a bit of the Mortal Kombat into it.
Yeah, I can see that.
With the multiple, I was kind of like that anime multiple hit in a moment kind of ninja flair, right?
Well, it's good too because then it's not just like okay, there's your hit. It's just like bam.
Yeah, coming at you.
Yeah. No, and that so Kirby was my main. Link was actually my secondary. So I know all the struggles and all the strengths that you went up against as well.
Yeah, and a very small roster. When they moved into like Smash Bros. Melee, and now it's kind of outrageous. They really started adding more characters.
A lot of characters, yeah. Yeah, so going from 8 characters in the original Super Smash Brothers, because I think there's now like over 30, if I'm not mistaken.
There's characters I don't even know, and some of them you look at and you're like, Nintendo.
Well, like I'll know, like I'll recognize like the franchise, but there's some that like I haven't played the game of, like like any of the Fire Emblem. Like I've never played them. I want to, but I just don't have time, and they're not as much.
Well, I think a lot of North American people, like our first experience with anything Fire Emblem was
Smash Bros.
Yeah, was Marth and Roy, I think, right?
Yep.
Roy, the aggressive fire sword wielder, and Marth, who's more like, I would say, like precision, critical hit, kind of flashy speed.
He kind of reminded me of kind of a combination between like Fox's speed and Link's power.
Yeah, and
just like his like sword charge.
Yeah, just kind of segue nicely into my character here, which
Star Fox.
I actually started maining in Melee.
Really? As Star Fox, eh?
Yeah, and do you know why? Is the reason you were just saying. The speed of Star Fox.
Dude, well that, you know what? And it's funny because all through, like, one of the hardest people, like, anytime somebody mains as Fox, I'm just like, damn it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Because, like, Kirby has the speed, but, like, Fox is faster than Kirby.
Yeah, and I would say probably...
Especially his dash. Like, when you do, like, the double over, he's just like...
Oh, yeah, and you just go back and forth. But, to be honest, I probably killed myself more with that move than I've actually... Because it's really just damaging. It's not for launching guys.
Yeah.
If you want to send people off the screen as Fox, it's your up A bicycle kick.
Oh, dude.
Gone.
Yep.
But,
well, for me, like, the speed that I liked about, like, just, like, running as Fox was to get, like, items and stuff.
Yeah, and Melee, like, the maps really became so big that the speedy characters and running to get control over those items in crates and healing, like the hearts and maximum tomatoes,
is
like,
super beneficial. Yeah, absolutely.
So if you're a Captain Falco or Captain Falcon, Falco was in Melee, I think too, and he was. I'm pretty sure he was.
A little bit slower version of Fox. Yeah.
But one thing I like about Fox is, and you might be able to counter this if you think about something, but how trolly the reflector beam is.
Well, that's another reason why I liked Kirby's, is because if you're like if his reflector beam's right here, and I do a smash attack, it'll go through. Yeah.
Well, I like Kirby and Samus because if you get a Samus charging up a beam, it's so fun to reflect that back.
Especially when it's like the max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just like, send it.
Yeah, just like, bring it on. Come at me.
It's crazy how often Samus would forget you had that reflector beam. Because I think when they have that like star flashing and they got that ball charged up,
like,
yeah, they're just ready to spirit ball, just launch that thing. They forget themselves.
Yep, absolutely. What was your in the first two? I like obviously like items and everything like that have been added over time. What's your favorite item?
Oh man, wasn't ready for this. I think my favorite items are any of the ones that are so important that everyone just like runs towards them. I think of the home run bat being one of them.
No. Dude, when you know how it was funny because the first couple times I grabbed that, I was just like, this is like, what the hell is
club,
this?
big deal.
Yeah. And then like
wrong.
Yeah, because like I would just get smashed out and I'd be like, over time, like, cause when I was like training,
that item would win tournaments.
Oh, dude, yeah, especially in tournaments.
One will because if you're 0%, you're off the map. I don't care. And if you play as Kirby, he doesn't have enough weight. You're gone, right? Like at least with some of the bigger characters, you can maybe lumber your way back on and resist. But
and it depends on how much of a jump you have as well.
Yeah.
Because see, and that's the other interesting part is I think they fixed that though, because in like at least in the first Super Smash Brothers for sure, like if you got hit with like a smash home run and it does like thing, like you're gone.
You're dead. Yeah.
Doesn't like you can be at 0%, like you're out.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's. I'm pretty sure. I would imagine it's the same thing.
Yeah, I think they maintain that throughout the whole thing. The other ones people would rush to that we probably turned off the most often was the healing items.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say like the hammer.
The hammer, yeah, but full hammer matches where you just turn items way up and crank hammers on them were pretty funny. But I mean, like, it didn't matter what character you picked.
Yeah. Yeah, like the heart container. Oh my god, yeah, dude. Like especially like being Kirby, like I would be at like easily over 300% very, very often.
Yeah, it's clutch in tournaments, but my problem with it is when it appears randomly and someone has like such an unfair advantage to get to it. Like you won a lottery and sometimes you're playing with your buddies and everything's on the line and you know swords and fans and everything, and then a heart is just the thing that like nobody thinks is fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your favorite would probably be like home run bat then, eh?
Yeah, I would say so because everyone would clamor over it. When it gets dropped, you're trying to pick it up, and you always want to pick up at least one kill with it, so you know people are going to be coming with the big slam.
Yeah.
And if you're swift and you're mastering the air dodge and the wave dash, you can get behind them and maybe like turn the tables when they're just trying to get that smash.
Yep. Well, and that's the thing because like it does take like a second to go off, but
and you see it coming.
I think the most satisfying though is like when you're playing against like computers or even other people and like you're like standing right on the edge of the platform and like they're coming up and you just like time it so perfect so they're like right there and then you just smash them off.
Yeah.
So satisfying.
Or they're almost coming in and they think you're gonna smash them and then you just whip the bat at them and finish them off, which is always a cool ability.
Well, like throwing weapons and stuff like that. That was also another really, really cool thing too. Like Pokeballs were probably like one of my favorite ones, except if you get like a Goldeen.
Yeah, why wasn't that a Magikarp?
Right? I always wondered that because I'm like Goldeen at least has like tackle or like horn attack,
horn drill. I always wondered that because it was like Magikarp is known for being the splash Pokemon, and I was always like Goldeen.
Yeah.
And I think every match I was in, every single time that happened, I commented on that. Yeah. A lot of people that know me know I repeat the same joke over and over, but that I repeat every time.
Without fail.
Can I ask you something?
Absolutely.
Did you ever turn Pokeballs on only and crank it up to 11?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, and it's funny too, because then you, like, depending on who it is, like, there's some where you're just like, I gotta run.
B-drill.
Like, if you B-drill for sure.
Snorlax.
Snorlax, or depending on what level you were at, Blastoise. Because you would just like...
Yeah.
And he would go...
At least you can cross him up, though. And get him pointing the wrong way.
True.
But if you're in the way, you're getting hydro
You're done.
pumped.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah.
You're totally
And if you
done.
edge with Blastoise,
you're total. Well, that's what I mean. Like, you'd be... Like, I'm thinking of, like, Star Fox's ship, like, on the back. So, like, like, so behind the curve, you would have him, like, here. Yeah.
The tail
Yeah, so it would basically just, like, shoot off and, like, you're done. Because no matter who you are,
bye-bye.
You couldn't get over that. If you were hit off and then, like, you jump up, throw the Pokeball down, pops open.
Totally.
Done.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yep. And even if you're coming back on, you probably got an R-Wing coming in to blast your ass back off anyway. That's
one thing that I really love. Did you ever play, like, because this was one thing, it's a weird game, but one thing that, I forget why, but, like, me and my friends, we always called the R-Wing Steve. I don't remember why, but we always played this game of, like, who's Steve gonna kill? And it was basically like...
Steve's just the odd man out that's going to come in and ruin your day?
Yeah, well, no, because what we did, because you know how, like, it comes down and it, like, hangs out for a little bit?
Yeah.
And then it, like, goes off and, like...
We always said it was Slippy getting his revenge on us.
That's super true.
Because anytime I play Star Fox 64... Hey, Fox! That's my ship! Blast him out of the sky. Goodbye, Space Kermit.
But... Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, he was brutal.
But
he would only whine the whole game.
Oh,
but anyway,
well, and
Smash Bros.
Yeah, Smash Brothers. But yeah, so with the like, who's gonna kill Steve, or who's
Steve gonna kill now?
Steve gonna kill now? It would basically, we would fight so that you had to like jump on the R-wing and then like stay on there until it went up and just killed you.
Yeah,
so,
because it just fly off the map.
Yep. So that was another game that we played. But like training and stuff like that, I know we actually had a similar mindset.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier when we were kind of planning this episode out.
Yep. So how did you train?
Same way you did. We would basically I think it's always been 4 players, right?
Yeah. So it's you can do more like now and everything like that, but originally it was 4 characters.
Yeah, when you don't have friends around, you just pick whoever your main is, and you want to train for when your buddies are going to come over the next time. CPU, and crank them all up to...
Crank them up to 9, put it on team battle, be on like red team for you, and then blue battle on the rest.
Items off.
Yep. And then, actually, I would kind of mix it up, because like sometimes I would need items.
I was a purist.
But no, like, so when you have like 3 level 9s, like, just trying to own you all the time, like, you get damn good.
Yeah.
Like, I know, like, for me,
you definitely learn how to roll and block
and
use
dodge.
use the more advanced, like...
Yep.
Yeah, because surprisingly, Smash Bros. It does have like this fighting system, like hitboxes and cancels and everything that you see in like Street Fighters or more of these tournament fighters that people compete on.
Yeah.
Smash Bros. Actually, it's really grown in a lot of the later ones. And I used to actually try learning like the wave dashing when you like. I think air dodge into the ground and you would like go through guys and stuff like that.
Like depending on the character, because different characters have different stats and everything like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So we had the same training style. Shoot a comment down below if you also did that as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if more people were doing that. We're thinking we're like these elite badasses.
Oh, dude, I remember like all summer I'd be like every single day, like probably for like 3 or 4 hours at least. Like, I would just, like, train like that, and then, like, come, like, school time or when people came over, I'm just like, yeah, guys, come on over, we'll have a good time, and then I'm just like...
Spring my trap.
Yeah. Did you ever do, like, 99 live battles?
Yeah.
Those are intense.
One thing I did, and it doesn't even make sense, where I would pick, like, I would pick 2 characters... And I would put their stock to 99, and then I would leave it on and go to school. And I would come home, and they'd still be battling, and I'd be like, I knew Link was better than Pikachu! I knew Mario was better than...
And that's the funny part, too, because, like, I remember doing that, and I actually, I saw this meme, I'll try and put it, like, here somewhere.
Put it up here.
But, like, I don't want to block our faces. I'll put it, like, there. Gotta show off the face. But, oh, man, you shaved. Yeah, I just noticed that.
Yeah, I had to for the.
He used to be pretty scruffy.
Yeah.
But no, a meme that I saw is like how to decide on dinner, and you would just you would put like 4 computer players, and you put one like Chinese food, like McDonald's, like Thai food, and like pizza or whatever. Yeah, and
why do I make any decisions in life when I have Smash Bros. At home?
Absolutely. So you just like pit them against each other, like put them on like level 9s, and then give them like 5 or 10 health, or like 5 or 10 lives, and just like battle, and then whoever wins, that's what you go for.
Yeah, for sure.
So easy way to make life decisions, guys. Use Super Smash Brothers.
All right, so where were we on the list? Melee?
So we were on Melee. Brawl introduced a lot of new characters, which was cool, but overwhelming at times. And it's kind of continued with like the Wii U version, and I imagine this...
You think they've just been like adding... like crazy amounts of characters, or just characters that you didn't expect, or?
Kind of a combination of both. Like Brawl is an awesome game, like probably one of my favorites. I like Brawl a little bit better than Super Smash Bros. Melee, because Melee I found had a little bit of a delay.
Yeah?
Did you find that?
Well, I'm not too sure. I don't think I played them close enough together to be able to like know about a delay or anything. Melee is the one I spent the most time trying to master the actual mechanics. So competitively, Melee is kind of where I'm at.
Yep.
Brawl is where I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
One thing you were saying about when they added characters, you kind of got overwhelmed. One interesting thing about Brawl is they added Solid Snake, which Metal Gear Solid is one of like my all-time favorite game series. So I was psyched, but I was like, you know, Metal Gear Solid is PlayStation.
Outside of Nintendo, yeah.
And then I heard arguments where, you know, we go back to NES with Solid Snake on Metal Gear.
Yeah, okay.
And that's kind of an argument, but I was like, you know, we're looking at Solid Snake.
Yeah.
But you see that Nintendo is just starting to kind of like surprise us. Well, yeah, really wanting to
just get licensing in,
mix it up.
Yep. Like if you look at like
we had Twin Snakes on GameCube.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess that's the criteria because in later games they go even more crazy. But I'm sure we'll get to that.
Well, yeah, and so like I found like Brawl and the Wii U one, I definitely had a lot of fun on both of them. I didn't play them as much.
I definitely didn't, but I appreciated the story mode that got added in Brawl.
Oh,
that was probably. It was nice for someone who spent a lot of time playing Smash Bros. On my own against level 9s. It was nice to have like something
to accomplish. Yeah.
And it was like no voice acting. It was this very charming kind of gesture pointing, mumbling. Nintendo character kind of adventure, which was kind of cool.
Well, it was good. Like it also gives you something. It gives you something extra to do as well. If you're like, and also too, like there were sections where you needed to have like certain characters in order to get like trophies and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, they go back and get some replay value and collect all these extra trophies you would only find in the single player.
Yeah.
And it was very nostalgic, like very retro platformer, basic gameplay because. They were stuck with the mechanics and the engine that the game is built on, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Which is exactly that style. So why not incorporate it into it?
For sure. And I definitely had a blast playing it. I thought it was cool.
Absolutely.
It was single player? Was it co-op?
You could do co-op in that. You could have I believe you could have up to 4 players. No, maybe only 2. I'm not 100% sure, but I know you could definitely have at least 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was pretty fun, but I mean, like the 3DS version, I never got. Like I have a 3DS, but I never got the Super Smash Brothers for it because I had the Wii U version. I really enjoyed it. You don't have a Wii U.
I never played. I missed out on the Wii U one, and it was kind of disappointing because Mega Man. I was really excited to see that he joined the game.
Right there, you guys can't see it's a little bit out of frame.
To our Japanese viewers, but
absolutely.
Yeah, I was always a Mega Man X fan, so I was excited to see Mega Man show up and show off some of his Buster skills.
Yep.
But I never got to try him out. I'm hoping he'll show up again in Smash Bros. Switch.
One thing that I really liked about the Wii U version is the introduction of DLC characters. I like and I don't like that because I'm still kind of on the fence with DLC. I like buying a game and having a complete game, but I'm a bit more open to it now because technology advances. You know, like as things go, like as time passes through the game, you want to keep the game interesting. You want people to be playing it as much as you can.
Sure. I don't mind if they keep developing these characters. I just feel like a lot of the time they spend the development time on them and then they just hold them back.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, hey guys, we developed specific stuff built specifically for this.
Yeah. But that's DLC like in general. We could probably have a whole other show just like
on DLC,
venting about DLC and what it's kind of done. But you know, Nintendo
they're doing it well.
And if this is how the developers feel like they need to behave to make a fair amount of money for the work that they're doing,
I'm good with that. Yeah,
I understand. And it's just the way things are.
Yep, absolutely.
But some of the DLC characters are pretty interesting, right?
Yeah, so we
were talking earlier that they started spiraling off with Snake. Mm-hmm. They went crazy. Cloud.
Well, yeah, so they introduced like Cloud and
Strife from the Final Fantasy VII game.
Are you stoked for the remake?
I'm stoked for the remake. Is it coming to Nintendo? Because what's Cloud doing in Smash Bros?
I don't know.
I don't think.
But you know what? Final Fantasy or Square Enix, they have been talking with Nintendo.
Sure,
they've got other ones on there.
7 was never on there. Kingdom Hearts might have been the only one that touched any Nintendo.
So far I believe so, but they've been in talks. So
and I like Cloud Strife, man. This is coming from someone who loves a Buster Sword.
Yeah, man.
But we got Ryu. Super Nintendo.
True, yeah.
Street Fighter. So yeah, he has a place.
Bayonetta is probably one of mine.
Bayonetta.
Have you played Bayonetta?
I have. I borrowed it from you. Yeah.
Oh, dude, Bayonetta's awesome. She's like one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, I was more of a Devil May Cry Ninja Gaiden.
But the interesting part though is
Bayonetta was a sexier version of those guys.
Well,
I think that was the market.
But I believe it was either the producer or I'm pretty sure it was the producer of the first Devil May Cry. He was actually the one who created Bayonetta. So we're going to do some rapid fire questions. So we're going to each pick 5 names out of the hat for Super Smash Brothers characters. And when I pick one out, Colin's going to tell me what he thinks, just like first thing out of his head.
First sentence, word that comes to my mind?
Yeah, like first like word or two.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll do that.
All right.
So since I won rock, paper, scissors earlier, I'll get you to go.
All right,
you can pick first.
So first thing that jumps in your head.
Yep.
All right, man. Mr. Game & Watch.
Ooh, classic. And the little, like the actual like Game & Watch. For sure. I love Mr. Game & Watch. He's awesome.
Yeah, I never played those. He just was like a random to me.
Jigglypuff.
Singing.
Yeah, that works.
Sleeping, I guess.
Singing, sleeping. That works. Here you go. Yeah, it's you.
that was lame. I'll do the other. Captain Falcon.
Falcon Punch.
Yeah. Sorry. I wanted that one.
Yeah, you totally did. Donkey Kong.
Oh, down B, just mashing people off the map.
Love it.
Mega Man.
Blaster, for sure. Yep. Easily Blaster. Let's see. Kirby.
Up A and just slicing people.
That's up B.
Up B. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Of course.
Ike.
Ooh, I don't know. Sword. That's the first thing that comes
Great
to mind.
Ether.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
For sure.
Let's see. Yoshi.
Eggs.
Eggs, yeah.
Putting people in eggs and dropping them off the map.
That was the best.
Being a total troll.
We'll do that one and one more.
Okay. Sonic.
Ooh, rings.
Yeah.
Yep, just rings.
Yeah.
First thing. Mine. Last one. Gotta make it good. Peach.
Golf club. Mashing people with the sports equipment.
Love it.
Or the turnips.
The turnips, yeah.
That took me back to. I love anything that makes me feel like a kid.
Back to
the past.
To Mario too. Yeah. All right. So we'll let us know. Shoot a comment down below what your thoughts are on those characters. I'll make sure to put a list down in the comments as well, and hit us up. Let us know. So those are our thoughts on the new Super Smash Brothers trailer. Thanks for sticking around, and if you haven't already, feel free to hit that like and subscribe button down below. It's definitely appreciated. And remember that we do have new episodes every Thursday.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thanks for having me on.
Oh, dude, anytime.
Yeah, it was nice. It's nice meeting you guys. I hope you try the drinks out and enjoy them. And
they're delish.
Yeah, I hope you guys are excited for Smash Bros. Switch.
All right, see you later, guys. Have a good one.
Mamma mia.